Well, Mark, you managed to raise your game today, and Alan just couldn't replicate the excellent snooker he played last night.
Yeah, I think you summed it up perfect. Yesterday he played brilliant, outplayed me. I hung on to his coattails and over the moon to be 5-4 down. You know, he's probably kicking himself. He could have been 6-3, even 7-2 in front. And I won the first 2 frames and didn't really do that much wrong in the next lot. And I just carried on my form, which I thought was okay yesterday. Carried that on today. Won the first couple of frames quick and put the pressure on him. And he missed all the long ones he was potting yesterday. He was missing today.
And he was being quite demonstrative around the table. You could literally see.
Nice word.
You could literally see his tension and his frustration emerging, couldn't you?
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it building, and then he was missing ones that wasn't missing yesterday, and he'd getting really frustrated. And at one stage, I thought, I knew I had him. It was just a matter of me keeping my composure and try not to do any silly mistakes. But I could feel the pressure building on him, and like I say, he didn't play as well as yesterday.
And we've been hearing you say in the press conference that if not an epiphanal moment, then a big realisation during lockdown that you don't want to retire. Even though you climbed the mountain and you had all the family here in 2018, you've made a definitive decision that you're sticking with snooker at least until you turn 50.
Yeah, you're coming up with some nice words, fair play. I've made that decision now, and it's sort of like a weight being lifted off my shoulders, really, because I was really considering packing in, and I made my decision. I'm never packing in. That's it. I'm carrying on. And I'm actually, now I've made a decision. It's all made. I'm not going to change it. Once I make a decision, that's it. And I'm really sort of excited to see where I can be with my game in the next 5 years. Obviously, touch wood and everything. When I'm 50, whether or not I'll be on the tour, if I'm up the ranks, down the ranks, it's going to be interesting to see where I am and where I can get. And if I win another tournament, brilliant. If I don't, doesn't matter. I'll just keep trying for the next one. So
was being forced to have time away from snooker, is that what relit the fire? You thought, actually, this is quite a good laugh. This is fun. It doesn't all have to be about stats and win-loss percentage. I want to get back to it. Yeah, everyone's going through a tough time. I mean, you couldn't leave the house at one stage, only for essential shopping, and it's just you've got time to think then because nothing else to do, and you just thought to myself, at the end of the day, we're playing snooker for a living. It's not really a job. It's a hobby, and it's turned into a job, and you can earn unbelievable money. And I just thinking, my father was down a pit 12-hour shift for like 30 years till they all closed down 7 days a week, and I'm playing snooker for a living, and I just thought, get off your arse and just keep playing, and whatever you are in the next 5 years, it doesn't matter. Just try your best, but sort of a kick up the arse really, and stop being a big baby really, and get on with it. You're playing snooker when other people are doing proper jobs. And I don't know whether I remembered this correctly. Did you once go down the mine with your dad, or do I misremember that? No, you're right. Yeah, when I was 1988, 13. Yeah, when I got a picture on my phone, I'll show her. I think when I was 13. He was going down for a shift, a proper shift in a proper mine where we live, not far from where we live. And I got there, got a big battery pack on my back. I'd hardly lifted up. It was about this big. I got the hat on and the thing, and he snuck me with all his mates who was going down to do the shift. Stuck me in the middle, and I've gone down in the lift then, right down there, and for the full shift while they were all working, and it was just absolutely the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, it must have been. I imagine that would have been unbelievably loud. Yeah, it was just horrible. I mean, I just remember you were crawling on your hands and knees to get to certain parts, and it's big machinery down here. I'm surprised some of the machinery stuff down here, but it's just, I mean, what they done for that kind of work was unbelievable, and scary. And I think he may have took me down here to realise, if you keep going at snooker and you can make a living that way, it's a lot bloody easier than going down the mines. And did that sort of on a subconscious level, did that stay with you for the early part of your career? Did it turn out to be a motivation? Yeah, absolutely, because I don't know if you've ever been down, I don't know, but no. It's absolutely scary, especially I was only 13 at the time. It's like it's like his age going down, and you know, I don't know how far, half a mile, a quarter of a mile down, whatever it is, and you know, doing the job. It's frightening.
Well, let's get back on to the here and now. A great last 16 meeting. Two former champions going toe-to-toe, you and Stuart. He had a funny old match today against Ash Carter. You got over the line, but he had a couple of wobbly moments when Ash took a couple of frames off him at 9-4.
Yeah, well, he will do. I mean, you know, he's expected to win that. The pressure's on Stuart. And same as me, I was probably expected to beat Alan, so the pressure's on you. And you're always going to get, you know, circumstances where they're going to come back at you. It's just, they are, you know, once they go so far behind, they relax, let their arm go and they start potting a few. But, you know, it's just nice for us to get over the line and hopefully have a good game.
Well, always a pleasure talking to you. See you for the second round, old man. Same. Well, you've learnt a few words. I've added to your dictionary.
Correct.
All right, cheers, Mark.
All right, cheers.
Betfred, proud sponsor of the World Snooker Championship.